All right. Welcome once again to another segment of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. I am your host. A little bit about the show. On Sports Therapy with FH Jr., callers will get 2 minutes to call, rip, rant, and kick some knowledge about all things NFL. On the show, we don't talk race relations, all are welcome to attend. We don't talk sexual orientation. We don't talk politics. Man, I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Republicans are doing, nor do I care what the Democrats are doing. Sports Therapy with FH Jr. is a show dedicated to fun and yucks only. We give advice, but we don't give sound advice. And our show is usually, and we will always be sponsored by Crown Royal. But this year, or should I say, until football season starts, which is right around the corner, we are rolling solo. I think I got all that done. All right, good. Welcome back. Woo! We are finally wrapping up this thing that we call the preseason. There were some injuries. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to talk about those. Now, full disclosure, I am playing hurt today because I am dealing with what's called a sinus infection. So if I sound a little nasally, I can't even pronounce the word. That should tell you how bad I got it. But as they say in the sports world, if you can put your shoes on, you can put a helmet on, you can play. So I'm playing hurt, but it is what it is. Let me start off by saying we have some topics that I'd like to get into. Of course, we're going to talk about the preseason. We'll talk about some injuries, and but I want to talk about a subject. And this is involving Redskin Commander football team family. I made a comment, and as you can see, I normally don the standard uniform, but today I'm wearing a throwback Redskin cap. This is a vintage cap. In fact, hell, I don't even know when I bought this cap, man. It's well over 40 years old, and I'm wearing it to make a statement because some people in the Redskin family think that they can determine who get to be a fan, and that you have to agree 24 hours a day, and you're not allowed to have your own opinion. Now, one thing about the show, and I always tell people, man, we don't question your fandom. Your fandom is what it is, man. Your team is your team. And that's how it goes. Although I love my Redskin family, but um, I'll never tell anyone, hey, you can't be a fan because you don't agree with me or you don't agree with my stance on something. That's we don't do that. So for those who want to know why am I wearing this vintage hat, I'm sending a message to all the those who question my fandom. And like I said, bro, I've been a Redskin fan, I don't know, since 1971. So a lot of our new Redskin Commanding football team fans, you probably wasn't around when I got my fandom. So don't ever question my fandom. The question, though, was about the late and great Sean Taylor. Sean was a great athlete, great young man, but he died too soon, passed away, he left us too soon. And the question was, does he deserve a statue in his honor? And that's what we'll get into if we get a chance in the show, because I responded on Facebook and some of the feedback I got. Now look, I'm not thin skinned. Trust me, I'm not. You can't be in this business and be thin skinned. So I'm not. But, some of what I took it as a joke. And sometimes for some comments I did respond. And I had some of you tell me get the hell out the fandom and then go somewhere else and be a shock jock and all that. Come on, dude, chill out. But my question had to do with play on the field. So we're gonna circle back around to that and we're gonna talk about that. But we're gonna roll on with the show. Here we go. Sports therapy.
Who that?
It's Jay from Grand Prairie. We. What say ye, Jay?
It's a good day.
Tell me about the state of the Who Dat Nation. are you
Well,
guys?
Carr didn't play today.
So I think you've been binging out watching football.
Yep.
So Carr didn't play. So are
Yeah.
you now? I've been watching some Saint football too. What I like, and I was telling people, you guys got you got two backup quarterbacks fighting for the opportunity to be the backup next to Carr. I'm thinking, I'm seeing it this way. You guys got two young quarterbacks fighting for the opportunity to stab him in the back, take his job. Because I truly believe, unless the Saints change that position, I don't think y'all gonna go that far. And I love the Saints. You know, like I tell people, man, when I'm not cheering for the hell to the Chiefs, hell to the Redskins, excuse me that. I'm always pulling for the Chiefs, but now I ain't gonna never wear no Saints gear. But hey, look, I want y'all to do well. I'm saying this to say this. I think Spencer Rattler, from what I've seen, will probably supplant Carr as quarterback, and I think it'll probably happen around game 4, 5, or 6. What do you think about
I hope so. Make it sooner than
that?
Can't go out on the field.
Yes, and that's what I saw last year. Yeah, he is what you call you know how you get a car, and when your car starts to have some problems, the check engine light comes on. So when I see car, that's what
Yeah.
I think about. Check engine light car, cause his engine, he is gonna check down. He's not gonna throw that ball down the field. He's gonna go through his progression, and he's gonna check it right down to the running back that's about 2 feet from him, or the tight end that's about 3 feet from him. But he is not going to throw that ball.
Get bigger.
No. So check engine car is gonna be y'all quarterback until. So what do you think about y'all coach?
I don't like him. We need a new one.
So you don't like his play calling, or you don't like him because he's not
No, not like his play calling. Did you see us today?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And what I saw was I saw a team, but like, you look now, Jay. Let me say this, and I tell people, you can't read that much into preseason. It's either the one team has already got their act together, and they're trying to make sure that nobody gets hurt, so they just want to get through it. The other team is working on some things, so they really, really, really need to really work on plays. They need to work on getting people in position. So sometimes the team that wins is not the team that's any good. That could be the team, because most of the time in preseason they're gonna play what's called vanilla. Nobody's gonna show anything. So try not to read too much into it. But what I did see, I saw look like the same old, same old.
That's what I was going to say. The same old, even during the regular season. Ain't no change whether it's preseason or not.
But you guys looked a lot better on defense. You looked a lot better on defense today. Because one thing I do like is that teams got tendency to let their starters play a little bit more, a little bit longer in the last game, and then usually from our second quarter on in, that's usually where you're looking at guys trying to make the team. So I kind of tune out after the second quarter, and then after that, I knew it was all backup guys. But what I saw was saw y'all defense improved a lot, because to me that was a issue that the Saints had last year. They were giving up a lot of plays on the back end, but I think you guys may have addressed that.
Yeah.
But what I see the difference between and I might be a little prejudiced towards Rattler. Rattler. I'm sorry. That's only because I've seen the young man play at OU, Boomer Sooner. That's my team. But he transferred out, finished his college career playing for the South Carolina Gamecocks. But what I saw, what little that I saw Spencer, was he was a young man and a quarterback with a lot of skill. He got good arm. And I think as a young player just coming into the league, he was trusting his arm more than he trusted coaches. And I think that what got him into some problems because, high school football is very different than D1 college football. And I think it took him, I think he had just to be humbled a little bit. And I think that's what may have helped him in the long run.
Yeah.
Because I know he's battling with the other backup quarterback, and that young man, I believe he had I think it was in the last game he played with some stitches because he had some treatment for I believe it was skin cancer or melanoma. I believe that's what he had. So big ups to him, man, to come back under those conditions and play. But when you look at the two and compare them, Spencer seemed to have a strong arm. You can tell that he was a high school prospect, and he don't mind chunking that ball downfield, Jay.
Running it.
Yes, yeah, yes. He does bring an element to the game that Carr seems to either don't have or won't try, and that is throwing the ball downfield and running. Because you got to be able to run that. You got to be able to run. Quarterback got to be able to run nowadays. That's what's in. Now, who you guys open up with? Because I believe cut down day should be Tuesday. Tuesday, you guys should get down to the 53. Of course, a couple guys are going to probably be on the what I call the farm team or the backup team. But you got to get it down to 53. Let me ask you this question, Jay. I watched a few games of the Saints, Who That Nation, and I did not see Alvin Kamara. What's the deal with him? Is he still on the team?
He's still on the team.
Oh, they still no more beating up people? No more beating up people?
Right.
Yeah, but I know there was talk about because I think he signed a new contract. So if he's okay, and you all can get a couple of key positions. Now it's gonna be hard for me to watch the Saints without being able to go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit different.
No
We'll
Michael,
be all right.
no Michael Thomas, no Michael Thomas. Man, 7-Eleven is closed. 7-Eleven is closed. Moment of silence because 7-Eleven is closed. But Jay and Grand Prairie, I think you guys start off with a division opponent. Let me make sure though. I think you guys are starting. You're opening up with the Panthers, and when you guys hook up with the Panthers, it's always because you can never underestimate a division game. That's just like playing against your brother or your sister. You can always play hard. How you feel about that?
I think we'll be all right as long as Carr don't play.
Well, he's gonna play now. He's gonna start. He's gonna start. See, I don't see Saints making a change until probably game 3 or 4. I think if he comes out the first game and stinks up the place, and of course he's gonna be looking over his shoulder anyway. So I think if he comes out and stinks up the place, then the fans will start to call for the backup. Yeah, the backup. Give us the backup. And well, it's gonna come down between him. What's the other guy named Hapter? So it's gonna come down between those. But I think Rattler will probably be named the backup. But like I said, Carr has to change, man. In order for you guys to be successful, he's got to change. He's got to be willing to throw the ball down because you guys got weapons, man. You got Chris Olave, and but it does you no good to have those type of receivers if you're not going to give them the opportunity to catch balls. If you're not going to throw it at them, because you're not going to get this is the NFL. You're not going to have the perfect pass. It's not going to be in the perfect, but you got to at least give those guys the opportunity to go up and fight for the ball. And Carr doesn't do that consistently.
He does.
But Jay and Grand Prairie, we will see you week 1. and we will see what you have. Let's get one shout out for the Who Dat Nation.
Who that?
Talking about beating them there Saints. Who dat? All right, Jay. Thanks.
All right.
Now, as we wind this thing down called Dry Dock, let's look at some scores. Now, it's hard for me because I am doing the show while my beloved Redskin Commander football team are playing live. Yeah, they're playing live. And I'm not watching. I'm not. I don't have one of my little devices on, a.k.a. my little Apple whatever gadget. Nah, I'm tuned in because this is Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Well, callers will get 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things NFL. And the number to call is always 940-329-4110. Yes. So now let's look at some scores from this week. Kansas City kind of melded in against the Bears because nobody want to get anybody hurt. So that game, like I said, it doesn't make a difference who wins, who loses when it comes to preseason, because I've seen teams go 0-4 in preseason and go 4-0 in the regular season. I've seen teams go 4-0 in preseason and lose all hell. Damn near lose all the games in the regular season because it's vanilla. You never know what you're gonna get. I don't know what's going on with the Dirty Birds because they seem to have melded in. They got beat 31-0, nothing, nada. Now, that's not what you call getting ready for the preseason. Now, I know they didn't play Michael Penix Jr. They didn't play their starters, but come on, man. If you got guys waiting to try to make a team and you get beat 31-0, I don't think anybody out there that's playing now. But then again, it's preseason, so I don't know what kind of prep the coaches did. I really don't. But it just doesn't look good when you're losing 31-0. Tampa Bay and Miami. Miami has some key injuries. Miami is a team that they are built on speed. And if you start to lose key receivers in key areas, then that's going to affect them big time. I know they had 2 receivers to go down. We kind of monitoring that to see where they are on that. But I'm not too concerned about win-loss as far as what team won and what team lost. It was just a matter of just trying to get through the preseason, get to the final 53-man roster, and then let's get ready to play. The 49ers and the Raiders. Now, these two teams played to a 24-24 tie. I don't know what's going on as far as with the Raiders. I know their quarterback situation is not going to be that good, regardless of whether it's Aiden or whoever gets named the starting quarterback. They really don't have right now, and things could change, but they don't have what I call a marquee quarterback. They may get it done. They may play blue-collar football, but that game was 24-24. So it begs the question, when it comes to a preseason game, do anybody want to play overtime? Like, hell no. Let's just call it, man. And, of course, we got the Panthers took on the Bills. Same old. Bills play a lot of backups, trying to stay healthy. Now, I'm on the record saying that the Bills are one of probably 5 teams that I named that this is it for them. The window is on the way down. If you don't get it done this year, Buffalo Bills fans, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Trey Diggs is gone. Diggs is not there, so we can't say, okay, the quarterback situation and his receiver relationship was bad. We made some changes there. Bills, if you don't get it done this year, it is what it is. And then there are the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions against the Motor City Kitties. We all are standing by waiting for Coach Mike Tomlin to name a starter. Now, Russell Wilson looked like crap last week. He did. I'm not going to lie. I was like, Russ, come on, bro. Pick up the clipboard and just become a backup. But this year, Russ made a statement. Russ came out and said, hey, excuse me, boys, while I lead this drive all the way down and to a touchdown. So Russ showed that he had command presence, had some showed veteran presence. And if I had to based on what I saw of the Steelers against the Lions, I would go with Russ as the starter. Now, I think Fields has a bigger upside. I really do. And he's more athletic, bigger guy, younger. But I now this is only my opinion, and opinion is just like one of those. You know what? Everybody got one, but as far as command of the team and being able to show the type of leadership that that they need, because the Steelers was looking like a team that everybody's like, okay. Because now I will say this: there are those who say the Steelers are not going to be that good this year. I don't know about that. They seem to have a good defense, and I think if they can correct some things on offense, because in their division is tough, regardless, man. They're in there with the Browns, the Ravens. It's gonna be rough, but I don't think they would have it any other way. So I think Russ is gonna be named the starting quarterback, but I think he's gonna have a very, 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 very short leash. So then we have Green Bay and the Ravens. Ravens had a major injury, so I'm hoping that if my homeboy calls in, my man Coop calls in, that's one thing I'm gonna ask him. And then I want to talk to him about something else, because there are rumors and there's talk that Lamar Jackson is starting to enter in what's called the Dak Prescott territory. That means you are a quarterback and you put up a lot of stats during regular season, but when it comes to getting the team to the next level or over the hump, you can't do it. So all eyes are saying, hey, Lamar Jackson, you are starting to look like Dak. That's not bad, but it's not good either. So now they did have an injury to one of their running backs. So I don't know how that is going to affect the Ravens going forward. So that's a conversation that maybe we can have with Big Coop later on if he get a chance to call in. I know he texted me earlier today and said, "Hey man, I'm gonna call in FH, but I got some things, as as the quarterback, former quarterback of the Patriots, say I got some, what happening at my house." So it is what it is. Eagles are just packing it in, getting ready for the season. 2063 lost to Minnesota. I don't know what's happening up there with the Vikes. Kirk's not there. The Vikes are looking like I said, I don't get too high on the highs when it comes to preseason. I don't get too low on the lows. I just want to see everybody get through it and not have any major injuries to any major players. That's how I see it. I know we got guys trying to make a team. We got guys trying to, trying to earn a living. I don't have a problem with that, even though I always rail on preseason. But it is what it is. Now I'll tell you what I would like, man, and this is me. Football players are getting bigger, stronger, and faster. Okay, they are. They're getting bigger, stronger, and faster. And I believe Tuesday is going to be cut day. And Tuesday, we're going to cut probably a lot of good players that could probably play somewhere else. We got guys look at the quarterback market. We got backups who could probably start for somewhere else. We got guys who are starting quarterbacks that probably shouldn't be. I'm saying that because I think, is it time for the NFL? Listen to me, Commissioner. Is it time for the NFL to expand teams, to get some more teams? Because we're losing a lot of quality, talented guys who simply, there's just not enough room on teams. You know, you can only have X amount of players. And let's be honest, when guys start to go to subdivision, i.e. NFL, Europe, or whatever, they 9 times out of 10, they're not going to come back because every year you get a new influx of players coming from college and vice versa. So I think we're losing a lot of good players who can't make rosters because you can only have so many. So is it time for the NFL to expand? Is it time for them to expand teams? You know, because I know there's old saying, protect the shield. You know, they want to protect the shield. But is it time to say, hey, look, we're getting too many talented guys who are just simply not, there's just not enough room. Now, from the NFL's perspective, probably, hell no. If it's not broke, we're not going to fix it. So that's just me rolling that out there. And the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys. Yeah, it's going to be a long season in Cowtown. Yeah, because the Cowboys, you know, Deron Bland. That is a big loss. My man has a stress fracture in his foot. Now, I will be the first to go on the record and say this. I had a stress fracture in my foot earlier this year. And when they say you're going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, my brother, you are going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, regardless of how you try to. I mean, yeah, they got a lot of more advanced treatment than what I had, which is the old walking boot. Walking boot and rest and ice and all that good stuff. But it comes down to it, man. His window for healing is, it's not like he's going to be back in a month. That is not going to happen. So Cowboy fans, hold on, because I think it's going to be a long year. Then I saw my man Trey Lance. Brother Trey threw 5 interceptions and 3 turnovers. But yet Jerry still came out and said, well, he's going to be on the team. And you can quote me. I think Trey does need to be on the team, but I think there need to be a place where he can go, where he can get the necessary training that he needs, because he's just not, the potential is there, and I can truly see what led others into, I can do. Let me see. I got a call. Let me see who's calling me. Hold on.
All year round.
What's therapy?
Even when football season over, I still get my $100 every month.
What's therapy?
After football season over.
What's therapy?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up?
What's happening?
Hey.
What's happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You coming in loud and strong. Homeboy Glenn, question.
Oh, okay, well, I might get into the bad area. I just got through talking to one of my homeboys out here. My friend just pulled up. We out here talking football and shit. What's going on, my partner?
It's always a good day to talk football and that other stuff. Hey, man, my man Trey Lance threw 5 interceptions, man, and three turnovers, bro.
Oh, hold on. Cut the break. Why in the hell you get on this show starting out talking about Trey Lance, man?
Because I'm gonna circle back and ask you about who y'all gonna name as y'all starting quarterback. But I want to get that out there because I know how you love them Cowboys.
I love them.
Yeah.
What you want to ask me about Trey Lance first, huh?
I want to ask you about Trey Lance first because I know how you love them Cowboys. But let's say,
you know damn well I don't like this song. This is where your cousin Bill.
Right here, dog. Hey,
you know damn well I don't like this song, bitch. You know they ain't one damn. I hope he be the starting quarterback this year.
Yeah, he'll throw 10. He'll throw 10 interceptions before in the first quarter. Hey,
They
but
said I told me throw. Hold on, partner. They said he throw so many damn interceptions that the defense told me. They told him to throw them the ball sometimes.
he did, man. He did. He did. I was like, bruh. So, man, let me ask you this, because I got a chance to look at your Steelers and checked out the Steelers. My question to you, my brother, is, man, I just got a feeling, man, that Russ gonna be named the man, bruh.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Cause he look good,
about
bruh.
that situation. I'm gonna tell you something about that situation. Frank, you know I love you, brother. We grew up like family, man. And I know. I'm gonna tell you, but we've been watching football just like all other commentators. Most of them we older than.
Yep.
And if anybody know football, you know football, and I know my football.
I hope.
But whether we got the degree or not, they made the right decision, man.
So what decision did they make?
Russell Wilson will be the starting quarterback.
Okay, well,
man.
see, I'm just now hearing it, bro.
Well, you heard it from me first.
There we go.
You know right now, the Steelers,
breaking news.
Russell Wilson,
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Breaking news from the living legend. Russell Wilson will be the starting quarterback. And I will push it for Justin Field to be the starting quarterback. And I wanted him to win the job.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey, man, they can say what they want about that Russell Wilson. Hey, man, that dude tough as nails, man.
He is.
Not only he have to deal, take it easy, brother. Not only he have to deal with the going through the competition, which that's a part of it. But then, man, it's not like it used to be, man.
Nope.
You got to deal with the pressure on the outside, too, whether you want to or not, man.
Yep.
And I think even though he had that calf injury and he sat out a while and people were doubting him, hey, man, man, best man win, man. And I think, and I got trust in him, man.
I tell you what, he came out and established that he was in control starting from the beginning of the game and said, okay, top that.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It came out in control. And like Mike Tomlin said, man, after he showed what he did in that first quarter, really, Justin Fields had all the opportunities in the world. You can't say he got cheated out of it or nothing like that, and that don't make him a bad quarterback.
No.
And a bad person, because I still got confidence in Justin Fields.
Yes.
But Russell Wilson came out with authority.
He did. He had command of the pocket.
That's right, man. And that's what you want as a quarterback, man.
He moved the offense, and the offense looked smooth. It ran smoothly with him under center. He looked like he looked. You could tell that he was a more seasoned.
That's right, man.
Quarterback.
You know, I wanted Fields to win the job, man. Deep down inside, man, I promise you. I wanted Justin Fields to win that quarterback job. Because I like something about Justin Fields I like as a quarterback. But you can't take nothing away from Russell Wilson, man. That man have been through whether you like him or not, or whether you agree with him or not. Hey, man, that man been through the trenches, man.
I think the overall plan, and you're in the Steelers family. I'm not. I think the overall plan was I think it went the way the Steelers kind of envisioned it. I think they probably said, look, let's bring in Russ. Let's get 2, maybe 3 good years out of him. And in the meantime, we got this young stud quarterback playing behind him, and all we need to do is now he could play if we need him to, he can play if we need him to, but we can still work on his mechanics and work on the thing that he needs to work on, and that way it'll be probably he could be the quarterback in waiting, as they say.
Exactly, man. But I'm not disappointed, because one thing I will say this here. both of them had their chances, man.
Or
And if Russell Justin Field cannot sit, which I know he carries himself in a professional type of way. He can't sit and say that he didn't have a chance because he had a chance, man.
Yeah.
But Russell Wilson, and people forget, man. Last year with the Denver Broncos, as bad as people tried to make Russell Wilson look out to look, this man threw like 26 or 27 touchdown passes with only 8 or 9 interceptions.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot of interceptions. Yeah, and
that's right, man. And that makes all the difference in the world, man.
I think that was more the coach's ego, than anything, because
I want to. And since you said that, can I ask you a question? Sorry about cutting you off.
Yeah,
brother. I want to ask you one question before you ask me. How in the hell Bo Nix become a starting quarterback with the Denver Broncos? And what the young man from Atlanta?
Michael Penix.
Penix can beat him twice. I don't care how you look at it. Man, that man is not better than Penix.
Well, sometimes, man.
Hey, Ms. Reed.
Sometimes.
How you doing?
Sometimes.
Yes, ma'am. Good to see you. Love you.
Sometimes, man, it just comes down to nobody. Sometimes it just comes down to, you give these coaches the last word on who they can take, and now, because when you look at the two, and like I tell people, man, I've seen Bo when he played at Auburn. Me personally, I think Michael's a better overall quarterback, but then again, Sean Payton, I just think I don't know, man. I can filibuster all day long, but the truth is, bro, I don't know. Because I didn't think my man would be a starting quarterback in the league, but hey, he's starting. But I tell you what, Sean Payton has a short leash, not for the quarterback, for himself, because if it doesn't pan out, Sean gonna be he gonna find himself probably on the street, because when you come in.
I'm gonna say this here.
Go ahead.
I wanna say this. I think you guys, man, I like that quarterback y'all got. That boy from LSU.
Oh, Daniels?
I just, it's something about him.
Hey, man.
It's something about him, man.
Let me ask you this, man, because, I started off my show, I was telling people that my Redskin family, man, they, some of, I was on Facebook, and they had this tribute to Sean Taylor. And some people think that Sean Taylor, now don't get me wrong, Sean Taylor, he's a hell of a player. But he only played 55 games, really less than 4 years. To me, you don't deserve. Yeah, he passed away. It was tragic, man. But do the brothers deserve to have a statue put up in front of him? No.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you something, Frank. I'm gonna ask you something, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you something, my brother.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want me to tell you the honest truth?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you my opinion on that, on the honest truth?
Give me the honest truth, bruh.
I don't think it deserves one.
No. No.
Nope. And I hate to say this. I'm not gonna get into it because when I came on your show, first thing me and you talked about, don't discuss religion and politics.
Yeah. We'll do religion, politics, and all that. Nope.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna comment on that, but I will just say I don't agree with it, and that's as far as I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah. And see, the talk
was other than go through the detail to explain why I disagree with it. It ain't nothing but an opinion. An opinion don't matter, but that's something when we first got on the show, you told me that we just talking straight football.
Yeah, straight football. And my point of it is, he don't have the stats. You can't, to me, and all that. Now, somebody like Dirk Nowitzki, you don't want a championship. Okay, we'll put a statue. Michael Jordan, okay, bro, you get a statue. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson, Kareem, Wilt, Shaq, Kobe. Those kind of guys.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something else too about that.
What's that?
I'm gonna tell you something else too about that. On my opinion on that situation. Don't too many young people know nothing about Sean Taylor.
Right.
Is that right or wrong?
Right. Well, see now, what I saw was that you had some probably some you probably had some people who was probably Redskin fans right when Sean was playing, but some of the and so they're thinking that based on the 3 years that he played, based on that he deserved and because he got murdered, that he deserved to have a statue. And this is what I said. I said, look, I don't think he deserved to have a statue of him put up. I said, but you know how you can do like a tribute, retire his jersey, name a scholarship in his honor, something like that, or once during the season have one of the games dedicated to him. You know what I mean? But let's don't.
Right.
Because to me, statues have to do.
But I don't think he deserves no. I don't think he deserves no statue though.
No, to me, statues means long-term contribution to the team. Now, I had some people say, "Well, he changed. He was part of the change the attitude when transition."
Change the attitude. What you talking about there? What?
Man, I'm like, come on, man.
Change the attitude.
Yeah, but those are, to be honest, it sounds like it's probably some of our younger fans too, which is fine, But my thing is that when I think of people who deserve statues, bro, I'm talking about John Riggins, guys who won the Super Bowl, them brothers, Charlie Taylor, Art Monk.
But even, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe in statues and all that. But I'm just saying getting back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But I understand where you're coming. But if you do want to give statues, now guy like Tom Brady,
yes,
bad that I don't like him.
Yes,
bad that I don't like that mother.
Yes,
you can put a statue up for that guy, man.
Yes. Got no problem with that.
You can put a statue up for Tom Brady.
Got no problem.
And I'm going to tell you this here. You couldn't put down up for Peyton Manning nowhere.
Nah, he ain't doing nothing.
Hell, they ain't won for 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. So now
you put one for Terry Bradshaw for do him.
Now, can you imagine putting a statue up for Sean Taylor? He didn't win a Super Bowl. We didn't even get to the playoffs. What we doing?
Man, Sean Taylor, hey, I hate to say this. And I love you, brother.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you the truth. And I love Sean Taylor because Sean Taylor was a big-time hitter.
Yep.
He was a physical, big-time hitter.
Yep.
And I can't never say nothing negative about it.
Nope.
But I'm going to say this here. Sean Taylor did most of his damage at University of Miami.
Mm-hmm. Reputation.
The reputation he had coming out of Miami.
Reputation.
And he bought that. But check this out. He bought that to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And in the few years he played in the NFL, he was an all-pro.
Yes.
I'm not going to sit there and say he wasn't no good player because he was.
Yes.
He was a hell of a player.
I think.
But he wasn't in the league long enough he didn't win nothing.
And
he wasn't in the league long enough to
and that's the point I was making. Because now I will say this. I think he was the hybrid. He was a hybrid of what the safety position was going to be. Because before him, you had guys that were big hitters like Roy Williams. What's my man from Arkansas? You had big time safety. Yeah, you had safety like that would knock your head off, but they couldn't cover. So the league kind of caught up with them and they couldn't cover. Sean was the hybrid. He was the first safety that could hit you and go and stay with receivers and cover tight ends. But
check this out though. Check this out though, brother. You choose what you're saying, but I'm gonna put that but right there. It ain't nothing negative. Yeah. I ain't trying to say it in no negative way. And I don't want your audience. I don't want the audience to get the wrong understanding.
Man, it is
what it is. He was not there long enough to do it.
That's what I agree.
We all hate to see the brother go out the way he did, man.
Yep. He did.
I'm just being honest because I love me some Sean Taylor, man.
Dude, I do too. I do too.
Yeah,
But I
he
told
big
you
time, but he was not there long enough.
he
He
was
was not there long enough.
he did not play long enough. He didn't play long enough, homeboy Glenn.
Nah,
Well, hey man, I got another
that's
caller
right.
trying to get in here, man.
Possibility.
Let
Okay, brother,
all
love
right,
you,
man.
man.
Appreciate your call, brother.
All right, love you,
All
brother.
right, man. Love you too, man. What's there, but F.A. Jr.?
What's up, FH Jr.?
What
This the
up?
Ravens
What up?
extraordinaire, man.
What
Brandon
up?
Coop. What's up,
What
man?
up, Coop? Hey, man. Let me just jump right out the box and ask you this, brother, because there's talk on the street.
Mm-hmm.
There's talk on the street that that my man Lamar is starting to get Dak Prescott status, bro. You know what that is?
What you talking about, man?
They're saying,
Why do people keep comparing? They talking about he can't win the big one.
yes, bro. Look like we're gonna have some church up in here. Can brothers get amen? Let church say amen, bro. Hey,
Yep.
what say ye on that, bro?
Man, the thing that I always tell people is, if the bar is winning a Super Bowl, then that means every other quarterback except Patrick Mahomes is trash.
Hey, yeah.
That's we just got to be honest. If you keep saying such and such don't win the big games, well, who's won the big games since Pat Mahomes has been on the run?
Nobody.
It's like, man, everybody else should be, grateful to even be in the conversation. But I mean, Dak was so bad that Jordan Love got a max deal. So.
Yeah, man. It was funny though, man, is that they were saying, hey, you know what? Lamar's starting to put up what we call like Dak, empty numbers. He's gonna give you a bunch of numbers, and he's gonna give you, during the regular season, man, he's doing this, and then when it comes down to it, he can't get you he can't get you over the hump. So I said, man, that's the first thing. That's the first thing I'm gonna talk to my boy about.
So if that's the case, then I guess Jalen Hurts can't get you over the hump. Then I guess Josh Allen can't get you over the hump. Because at the end of the day, how many quarterbacks you gonna take if your name not Patrick Mahomes?
That's true. And I guess what they're saying is that how many years has Lamar been in the league? About 7?
It might be 7, 8.
Yeah, see, that's what they're saying is based on longevity, how long he's been in the league. It's time to say, okay, wait a minute, bro. You got to go a little bit farther than what you're doing.
But at the same time, what needs to happen if that's not what's going down? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if everybody want to compare him to Dak, that's cool. That's giving Dak more shine. But people just wanted something to say about Lamar Jackson as it is. But how many people realistically would love to have him on their team?
Man, I guarantee you, man, that the line starts to the left, bro. A lot of people take him. A lot of people would take him, bro. And I was just bewildered by that statement. I was like, man, I can't wait to run this past Brandon and see.
Man, people just got things to talk about because ain't nothing else to talk about. Because what's going to happen is if Pat Mahomes wins another Super Bowl, then, it's going to be the same thing. Everybody else trash. All right, cool.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the road to the Super Bowl goes through Kansas City. You got to be the man, as Vic Flair said, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Got to beat the man.
Woo!
Because, I mean, who's beating Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl except Tom Brady? Right?
To be the man, you got to beat the man. If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Truer words have never been spoken. Now, let me transition to this, man. Now, if you could see me, man, I'm wearing a vintage Redskin cap that I've never, bro, I've probably worn this cap probably 2 times in my whole life. That's how rare it is. But I put this hat on to send a message to my Redskin football commanding family because, man, listen, bro. I'm on Facebook, man. It's like, one of them nights when I couldn't sleep, bro. So I'm like, I'm hyped up because I don't watch football all night and getting ready for the show. So I'm on Facebook. So I saw this. There was something about We rolled out this. I guess it was supposed to be a statue for my man, my man Taylor. Used to be our safety. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And so Sean Taylor. And so everybody was complaining and said it didn't look like him and da 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 da, and it looked like a mannequin and stuff. So my question, and now we decided that we're gonna take it down, and I think they're gonna do something else to make it look a little bit more authentic. My question was, this is me. I said, I'm sorry, Redskin family, but I don't think Sean Taylor deserved a statue of him in front of the building anywhere, because I just think his career wasn't long enough. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand about the tragic situation, what happened, whatever. But on a pure football point of view, I just think he didn't play long enough, bro. I can rattle off at least 20 Redskins that I would put ahead of Sean Taylor.
Man, but FH, you got to understand the impact that man had while he was in the league, and the respect that he got from his teammates and other competitors. It speaks volume the way they talk about him, and for the short length of time he was in the league, he was balling. Now, mind you, also with the Commanders now, it's not like y'all got a lot to hang your hat on.
And man, we got three.
Since Doug Williams and Daryl in the green era, ever since the '80s, it's tough.
Right. That's my point. Nobody, dude. If you're not finna put a statue of Charlie Taylor out there, if you're not finna put a statue of Art Monk, London Fletcher.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Charlie Taylor from Grand Prairie.
I know.
Hey, we're gonna put some respect on Charlie Taylor. You already know.
No, I'm saying if you're not finna put a statue of Charlie Taylor out there, if you're not finna put a statue of Art Monk out there, Riggins, those guys. We talking longevity and stat and Super Bowls, bro. This ain't YMCA. You don't get a participation trophy. I'm sorry. I love Sean. I think Sean, like I told people, I think Sean was probably the hybrid between being the big hitting safety like Roy Williams and those guys who could they were like linebackers. They knock your head off. But the league supplanted them and passed them because they found out, they couldn't cover. When they started having the type of tight ends, all of a sudden those guys became obsolete. But not Sean Taylor. He could actually fit in. He was a hybrid where the league was going to. He was probably the first overall guy like that. But I'm saying, bro, he only played 55 games. You don't put a statue out there. I said, hey, you know what? Let's let's honor him. Let's let's name a scholarship in his honor. Let's name when we play one of our games per year. Hey, this is Sean. Let's put a patch or whatever. But dude, no, you don't get a statue, bro.
That's a personal question with y'all. I'm not going to get into that.
I know. Yeah, but
I don't know how y'all feel. I've never asked a true Commander/Redskins fan about how they feel about that whole situation.
Oh.
But like I said, that y'all, that's on y'all.
Now let me ask you.
I stay out of grown folk business.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this right now. Right now, if Lamar Jackson all of a sudden had a tragic injury to him, and he couldn't play anymore, would you all put a statue of Lamar? Do you think Lamar deserves a statue? Now, no Super Bowls yet.
I think over time, yeah. But it's so many.
But
one before him. But he won 2 MVPs, and
okay.
he would technically be the best quarterback in our entire history.
But how long has he been in the league? He got longevity in the league. Okay, he's been in the league going on 7, almost 8 years. I give him that. You can have that conversation. But like you said, there are, what you say, bro, there are plenty of guys that you think would get there before him. That's all I was saying about Sean. It's like, look, bro, you got some cats that I know, that deserve a statue before.
At the end of the day, for y'all not to have Doug Williams' statue,
thank you,
is insane.
Thank you.
Especially what he did for the league, being the first black quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl.
But let me
that is BS.
But,
The fact that y'all have not honored that man.
But let me tell you who deserves a statue even before Doug Williams. That'd be Art Monk.
Who?
Art Monk was the number.
Art Monk, yes.
Art Monk had the before it was broken. He had the most receiving yards in the league, up for a receiver, the most receiving yards. You got cats like Art Monk, those guys. I'm like, look, and like maybe I'm a Redskin purist, but look, bro, I love Sean Taylor, I do, but this ain't the why, bro. You don't get participation trophy. Yeah, it was a tragic loss to us, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'd take a day off from work. I'd take off a day of work, man. But now I can see building a, maybe a special place as you come into the stadium where we have like a showcase and you put his jersey and memorabilia and all those things where people can come in and check him out. Cool. A scholarship or whatever. But when we in a Redskin stadium, that shouldn't be a picture of shouldn't be a statue of Sean Taylor outside, bruh. No.
Like I said, I'm going to stay out of grown folk business on that one.
No. Hey, man, who's y'all running back that got hurt?
Man, it's Mitchell. Keith Mitchell. He tore his ACL last year.
No, somebody broke a leg, bro. Yesterday.
Hold on.
Come on, man. You supposed to be in the family, man.
Man, but he wasn't no. I don't even want to say.
Because his mama might be listening. First name is Owen. And his last name is not coming to my mind, but
Owen Wright, yes.
Yeah.
Owen Wright, he had to go under. He had to get surgery for the hairline fracture. The thing is, we still got Justice Hill. Keith Mitchell's supposed to be back midway through the season.
Okay, so it's not going to be.
But Derrick Henry still and Justice Hill still gonna carry that load.
Okay, so it's not gonna be a big loss. It's not like he's your third down back or anything like that.
It's not.
Okay.
Also, but three key things on the injury report though. Kyle Hamilton, our safety, a couple weeks ago had a left hip injury, but he's still been practicing. Mark Andrews, he's gonna be good, but they haven't disclosed his injury. They keep saying it's undisclosed. And then our center Tyler Lindenbaum. He had a soft tissue injury beginning of August, but I think he's good now.
All right, we're good.
But looks like we good going into the season, man.
All right. Well, hey, my brother, it's time to shut it down, bro. You're finna hear the sound of my music.
Man,
all right, this is the last Dry Dock. There wouldn't be no sports therapy next week because we are taking a short break. And the next time you hear us will be the first game. It will be Sunday night, 7 o'clock p.m. And that's when callers will be able to call in, 940-329-4110, and you be able to rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things NFL. But on today, I'd like to thank Jay in Grand Prairie, my homeboy Glenn for checking in, and I also want to thank Brian Coop from D1 Ignat University, kicking his knowledge. And to my Redskin football family, I still love y'all, but we ain't building no statue. Goodbye, everybody.